So students, I hope you have had a great vacation. Now after the vacation, we are going to start the advanced features of Excel from the topic of conditional sum. Now basically conditional sum is implemented in Excel with the help of a function that we call SUMIF. Okay. So before we do that, we have to first know the syntax of SUMIF. Okay. So I am giving the syntax here. Please see. SUMIF So this is the syntax, as you can see. Range 1 colon range 2. That means first cell range to another cell range followed by the condition. So SUMIF, what is the purpose of SUMIF? SUMIF is used to add those numbers that fulfills a condition. Okay, so those numbers that fulfill any condition, what are they called? These are called SUMIF. All right. Now basically another way, that is the standard way you all know. Suppose you want to add over here, so you can directly type equals to SUMIF and do the addition, or we can apply using insert function. And from the option we can choose SUMIF in order to execute SUMIF function. So what is the purpose of SUMIF? Conditional sum. That means we can add only those numbers that or cells that fulfill a condition. Here numbers means cell. Okay, please note it. Numbers means cell. Okay, is it clear? Now moving on. So this is just an explanation of what I told you. Like see, they have given here the range, they have given the criteria. Okay, so that is how we have to implement. Now generating a series. For creation of any series, we do it by the help of a process. So series can be created. All these things that I am writing, please note it in your book. Okay, so series can basically be created by the help of autofill. Okay, now what is autofill? Autofill is basically like that of a placeholder. Now how you have to do it? Suppose you want to create a month series. What is the month series? Suppose you enter a text that is January. Now hover your mouse pointer over here. Okay, please hover your mouse pointer over here. What will happen? You will see that if you place your mouse pointer over here, the mouse pointer will change into this kind of a sign. This is called the placeholder. You can see in your book this sign is also given, placeholder. So once we drag the placeholder down, okay, it will create this range, that is January, February, March, April. In this way it will sequentially give the series of the month. Understood? So what is this called? This process actually is called autofill. Okay, so these terms you must note in the book. Now similarly we can create a number series either horizontally or vertically. Like see, we have written 2010. Now again move your mouse pointer in here. Okay, it will moment it changes into plus sign, like you can see plus sign, then drag it towards the right, you will see this series created. Okay, this is called autofilling a number series. What is this called? Autofilling a number series. Okay, now similarly we can do for dates, but like that, normally how do we write date? Double D, double M, triple Y. This is the date, month, year. In Excel we have to put the data in this order. That is, you have to give the month first, date in the middle, and year at the last. Okay, after typing the date in this format, suppose I write today's date, that is 06/10/20. In this way you have written in one of the cells. Suppose I have written this on a cell. If I place my mouse pointer and as it changes into the placeholder symbol, if I click down or at the whatever direction, okay, I will get this kind of a list. This is called autofilling a date. Okay, is it clear? Now in Excel, what is a database? Very important for you all to understand. Okay, a database is a collection of related information. So please underline this. What is database? Database is a collection of related information. Okay, so we can use Excel as a database for or program to organize. Organize means to collect, as well as sort means to arrange, and analyze, that means to compile data. Okay, now in a database, data are recorded in form of tables. Okay, table is an entire database list like that of an Excel sheet. So this is an example of a database that you can see. Okay, database name is employee and this table name is phone number. Okay, table name is phone number. Employee is the database name, table name is phone number, containing the phone numbers of the employees. Okay, now what are fields? What are fields? These are the fields. Okay, these are the field: department, name, phone number. That is individual columns or attributes in the Excel sheet. When it is termed as database, columns of an Excel sheet will be treated as field in terms of database. Okay, now what is a record? An entire information, that is Hari, sales, 555, 8596, that becomes an entire record. Okay, and this entire information, that is called a form. Okay, data form is used to enter records. Okay, understood? So how we can create a database table? Okay, first click on any cell, we start creating the columns or the fields. Okay, that will be simple like that of an Excel sheet. Okay, you can press the tab key to go to the next field. Okay, that means you can change from one column to the other using which key? Using the tab key. Okay, after typing the name of the fields, okay, as given below, you can write down the information like first name Alok, last name whatever. Again you can change the information from field to field using the tab key. Thereby you will get a complete record. We are filling a record. As I told you, what is a record? Record, if we go back to the previous page, record is an entire information. So after filling up the field one by one, we can even fill up the record. And how this what is this actually? What are we creating? We are creating a database table. After you have created the entire information, go to the insert tab. We will go to the insert tab, click on table option. Okay, the moment we will click on the table option, a create table dialog box will appear. That is from which point till which point you want to create the table. After finalizing, that is from this cell to this cell, I want to create the table. Click on OK and your database will be created. You can, after you create, the database table will be also appearing or can be edited through the table tools design. By default there's blue color design. If you want, you can change the design also. Okay, so basically we are doing this option, convert to range, to select the database and to finalize our database table. Understood? Now how we can bring the form button from the quick access toolbar? We have to click on the file, we have to click on option and then go to Excel option. The moment we go to the Excel option, a customization option will appear. Okay, in this customization option, if we scroll, there is an option called form. We have to add this in our Excel, and moment we add it, okay, a form button, you can see this is a form button that has appeared from the quick access toolbar. So basically form button, I am writing here, form button is not present in Excel. Then what we have to do? What are we doing? We are adding. We are adding it. We are adding it, or the adding the option using which option? Customization. Using customization option, we are adding this. Okay. And now suppose if we have clicked the form button, select the first cell of the record, click on the form, okay, and click on new. The moment we click on new, see this, what you can see over here is the form view. That means this entire record is converted into a form. Similarly, one by one, if we click on a particular information, okay, if we click on a particular information and we click on new, okay, that means, suppose I am showing you with the mouse pointer, suppose you click on Ravi Kamal, then click on the form button, click on new, okay, that means select the cell first, suppose Alok, Ravi, wherever you select the cell, click on the form option, click on new, okay, it will bring this form dialog box where you will get the entire information. And remember, now if you want, you can also change the information one by one by clicking on next. Okay, find next, find previous to change, that is up, down. Okay, you can scroll on the option. Understood? Now similarly, to change a particular record, you can do that directly through the data form or that form dialog box that you have seen just now over here. That means if we want, we can change it directly from here. See, if I want, I can change the information like Pramod, a name got changed, first name I change record number 8 to Pramod. Okay, click on find previous or find next to navigate. I told you basically find previous to go to the previous record, next to go to the next record. And if we want, we can also delete a record by clicking on the delete option. So delete option will remove the record. And in order to search a record in the data form option, we have to click on criteria. So which option helps us to search a particular data? It is criteria. Okay, by the help of criteria we can search the data. Now before we go to validation, what is the meaning of validation? Okay. So to check a particular condition, we reference the word validation. Okay, understood? So click on the data form tab. Okay, so that is we going to the data tab, data validation, and the data validation number will appear. On clicking on the settings tab, okay, a drop down list will appear by the help of which you can check or validate the criteria. Okay. So in this way we can check the validity of the condition. Suppose phone number. Phone number is of how many digits? So we can specify minimum, maximum, how many numbers can be there. That is 10 digits. If suppose anybody is entering 12 digit, it will show mistake or error. Now what is the meaning of sorting? Sorting is a process of, as I told you, arranging data. So by the help of sorting, basically we are arranging data. Now we can sort in two ways, A to Z, that is ascending order. So A to Z means ascending, and Z to A means descending. So in both the orders we could arrange data. So we click on the sort option. After we click on the sort option, we sort any criteria A to Z, Z to A, and our data will be sorted according to the criteria. Now filtering data with auto filter. Auto filter is used for filtering or searching value. Okay, so auto filter is used for filtering or searching value. All these points I hope you are noting. So for that we need to go to the data, to that of the filter option. Inside data there is a filter option. Inside the filter option, okay, or the filter icon, there are different options here. In this option we basically can choose filter from field name, give a particular criteria. Suppose you want to filter those names who starts with A. So you can give the criteria, only those employees or whatever students name starting with A will be shown. Now it's time for the checklist. I know that when we calculate complex number with the help of formulas and functions, agree. I know that a database collection related information, you have to agree on that. I know that fields are the column that are used to define each part of the Excel, to agree. I fully know that database entries are called records, agree. I know that table is entire database list, agree. Data form is used to type data of each field, yes. I know that data validation will set up control over the database, yes. Validation helps us to check control in the database. I know that sorting means to organize information. Yes, sorting means arranging or organizing information. I know that filter option is used to filter desired records. That is also and yes. Okay. Now data you enter in the Excel is stored in a file that is called. So what are file called? File is known as worksheet. Okay. The correct answer here will be worksheet. The column that are used to define a part of the list. Columns. What are those called? Fields. Function that returns the lowest value in a series. What is that? Mean. Now your homework will be to do fill in the blanks. Okay, fill in the blanks will be your homework, and I will discuss with you the answers in our next class. Okay, as we will also do the question answers from our next class onwards, so all the answers will be discussed. Okay, so thank you children for watching the class today. Please don't forget to watch the class via the YouTube link. Okay, and all the doubts you will ask in the WhatsApp group. Okay, and please note down your homework, and the homework is to be submitted along with in the above mentioned copy submission date. Okay, so please check your copy submission date. Your homework will be to write down tick the correct answers in your copy and solving the fill in the blanks. Okay, thank you.